evening, everyone, and welcome to EOI Language Center here in ARRECIFE. I'm privileged enough to be today with The Next Movement, a wonderful band that they're going to be talking about their experience. They come from all the way from Switzerland, and they're here on the island. They're just going to be talking about a little bit about their music, about their history as a group, and all of their future projects. So guys, I just wanted to maybe start off a little bit about what does neo-funk and neo-groove mean to you? What do these genres mean to you? Well, quite deep, right? It's quite deep, yes.
We have some strong common roots and influences in like the funk and the soul from the late 60s and the early 70s. That's the greatest era of funk music and of soul music and all this groove stuff from James Brown to Marvin Gaye to Al Green to what there be. And we just absolutely love this music, but we don't want to just repeat the music from 50 years ago. But we were trying to bring the funk into the future.
Okay.
So we're using some of the same elements. We're using the same attitude in the groove, in the pocket, in the feeling. But we add like modern elements to our sound, with the sampler and synth sounds and that kind of thing, and effects. But we're trying to bring the spirit of that era, of that amazing funk and soul era, into the future and to keep it alive.
Well, that's just absolutely wonderful. I also see here in front of us we have a new album. I believe this was freshly made, so to speak. November, was it? Was it November when you launched?
It's actually funny. We were working on this album because of the reaction of the people we played for. Because we thought we want to have an album we can actually retransfer live on the stage and play it as it is here on this album. And that's why it's something that actually influenced us a lot. We were on tour quite far last year, right? We went to different countries and we experienced a lot how people react to our music. And so we tried to bring that back into the studio and work on it and bring out this album that we can actually transfer back on the stage and have this interaction going. So the effect has been great so far, I think.
It's amazing.
Especially live, we had some great reactions. We're still trying to figure out the perfect way to make a perfect set, but we're constantly working on it, and I think getting better.
Yeah, that's what, I mean, we're really through and through musicians, we're never finished. We keep learning, we keep practicing, we keep evolving, we keep tweaking our set or even on the technical side. We always want to move forward and upward. We always want to make it better. And that's what keeps us going, and that's what keeps it interesting for us and for the audience, And I mean, hardly anybody's listening to CDs or vinyl anymore, but it's a fan thing and it's a limited thing, and we just love to have something that you can hold in your hands, and the fans absolutely love it. So we basically just sell it through our own store, through our web store, and at our shows. And that's where you get it. Obviously, we're on all the streaming platforms, Spotify and stuff. Most people listen there.
Yeah.
It's okay too.
It's basically the funnel that allows you to first, let's say, discover your music, then become a great fan. And once you're a consolidated great fan, you're going for the vinyl, you're going for the CDs, you're going to buy the merch, you're going to buy everything else. Absolutely. Since you've been all over Europe, you've been to different countries. What can you say inspired you in the sense of learning from different cultures or different languages? Has that affected your music? Has that maybe changed your perspective? Has it helped you grow as a person or as a musician, would you say?
Oh, absolutely. Because we're very open-minded people. We love to travel. We love to meet people. We love to meet different cultures. We love to discover stuff. And it absolutely inspires us, I mean,
every journey is super inspiring. Whenever we head out on tour, whenever we head out on tour, it's really inspiring to, we meet a lot of people. And I have the feeling, we know if you're in music, and you travel with your music. You're gonna work with people all over the place, and these people are really passionate every time. It's really, it doesn't happen a lot that you meet assholes.
Very little. We try to
very
avoid
little.
them. We try to
It
avoid
is.
them.
It's my experience. At least it's my experience.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
And this is always enriching, and you take so much home, and it's obviously influencing everything in your life. People say traveling is the best education you can have.
I agree.
And it's the same with music. So I think
Using both is the best of both worlds.
exactly.
Yeah, and of course it's totally exciting for us to be on the Canary Islands with our own music. I mean, is there anything better? I mean, this is
They call it the Fortunate
it's very-
Islands for something,
Yeah, it's
right?
very special for us and very cool. I mean, we don't know a lot of people who even get to do this, you know. So for us, it's really humbling, and we're really blessed, you know. And also, generally, you know, Spain, we're just starting in Spain. You know, we love Spain. We had amazing response. Our very first show in Spain was last summer at a jazz festival in Vejer de la Frontera. And people were going batshit crazy. They were going nuts. They were jumping and screaming, and they wouldn't stop. And that was our first impression, our first gig in Spain. And so now we're into it, man. And we want to play a lot more, definitely. And we definitely want to come back here as well.
The big problem we have afterwards is going home.
It's going home. It's going back home.
Because we often say when we come back from different countries that when we get back to Switzerland, people are a little bit, you know, grumpy and not satisfied. Well, it's snowing right now in Switzerland. Yeah, you can understand that for sure. But it's funny. We come to the airport of Zurich and we usually right away see people with different facial expressions, right? We get there and we think, it was so nice on those Canary Islands to see people smile, have fun. And sometimes we get a little bit, how you say?
Culture shock,
Fernweh.
right? An inverse culture shock, so to speak.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you're going back and you're shocked that
Exactly, yeah.
because you have the contrast. Yeah.
And how people enjoy music, you know, in different countries, how much it's worth in their life. And sometimes we are a little bit, I think, spoiled in Switzerland sometimes with too much music everywhere and people don't appreciate enough. Yeah. And so it's very nice to feel appreciated and to feel music is being appreciated as well.
When you guys looked out of the airplane, when you were landing to Lanzarote, did something stand out? Just seeing completely deserted island, but every building was white?
Yep.
Did that?
Yeah, that's the
stick
first thing
here?
we saw.
Well, that was inspired by one of our greatest artists, Cesar Manrique. He considered Lanzarote as an artwork. He wanted to display the island as an artwork. And I think since you guys are artists as well, you can understand the beauty between fusing your art with something that's already existing. He chose nature as his canvas, and I believe you guys are choosing music as your canvas as well. So I think that's very inspiring. And I think you guys should keep doing what you're doing because that is truly the way to go, which is to always innovate, to create, and to add your little touch or your little spice to your music, which is great. So since we are in a language center, ich spreche ein bisschen Hochdeutsch, okay? Es ist wunderbar, ja. Aber ich denke...
Deutsch ist noch viel besser.
Oh, noch viel besser. Oh ja. Ich liebe die Schweiz. Ich denke, es ist sehr, sehr schön da. Aber Sie können für unsere Studenten hier ein bisschen Schweizerdeutsch mit mir sprechen. Schweizerdeutsch? Ja, Schweizerdeutsch. Entschuldigen Sie, ja.
Ja,
Okay.
Grüße.
Grüße.
Is hola.
Hola.
Grüße.
Okay.
So you have been to Switzerland. Du bist in der Schweiz gewesen, oder?
Ich habe es gesehen mit dem Flugzeug.
Ah.
Yeah, with the airplane. I saw it. Yes, I was going towards the northern part of Italy, and I saw it. And beautiful.
Die
Really
Schneeberge.
beautiful. Ja, die Berge
Ja.
sind sehr, sehr schön. Sehr schön.
Um,
So maybe to give me a contrast, let's pick a phrase in standard Hochdeutsch, and then let's contrast it and say the same phrase in Swiss. So the audience can a little bit understand the dialect and the difference between languages. So, for example, ich heiße Alejandro und ich bin sehr glücklich, weil ich bin in EOI-Zentrum mit the next movement. Okay?
You want to go?
No, go.
Ich bin der Alejandro und ich bin auch zufrieden, weil ich bin hier in der Sprachschule, oder? Und all die Leute. Und was hat er gesagt? Hast du schon vergessen? Und ich bin mega froh, dass ich hier mit euch darf sein.
That is wild. I hope people can understand. You know, yes.
He comes from Solothurn, which is about 20 minutes away from our place, and he has a different dialect already.
That is crazy.
And if you go up like half an hour, you're in Basel, and 1 hour. That's entirely different.
If you go to the east in Switzerland, you have a very different dialect. You can imitate that. Ostschweizer, das ist
Es tönt total anders, oder?
If you go to the south,
Brauchst du noch Mucko?
du Mittwoch, mach oder? There's one in the south as well, which is in the valleys, almost to Italy, and he can imitate that very well.
Ja, da ist immer gut, oder? Steigst schnell ins Kelly an, kommt die Mama mit. Dort bin ich jetzt vor die Porte wischen, gell? Es gibt Reis mit der Tasche zum Grind, die Hühner Baujas.
Yeah, so we're actually in the right place at a language school. As Switzerland not only has all these many dialects that are quite different, but we also have 4 languages for those who don't know. We have the Swiss German, and the funny thing, a lot of people don't know, the Germans, they don't understand us, most of them, because we have such a special dialect, but we understand them, and that makes it pretty funny for us, you know. We have Swiss German, we have French, we have Italian, and we have Romansch, which is a very rare language that only, I think, 10,000 people still speak or even know how to speak. It's also in the Alps area towards Italy and Austria.
They're trying to keep it alive, right?
They're trying to keep it alive, yeah, exactly, because it's a cultural thing, yeah. So we love language and we're very influenced by it, because for us it's normal to learn many or more than one language in school already as a kid. So for us it's
Absolutely. It's very similar to music.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, music is.
It's melodies.
Yes.
For me, that's the reason why I want to play live music. I want to interact with people. It's connecting, as you mentioned, it's connecting.
The energy bouncing
The energy.
forth and back.
Yes.
That's-
You give the
that's
people
thing.
energy,
That's a
they
great
give
thing.
the energy
does,
right
yeah.
back. It's like a conversation.
It is. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, audience. Thank you, everyone.